I vividly recall filling out the elff application around a year ago, reading through the different categories and the different subjects within each category and realizing how little I knew. The names of the categories themselves were unfamiliar to me. Forget about any of the individual items within each category. I realized that there was a lot to learn, and I was very excited about the possibility. Every time we would learn a new topic, I would figure and think about ways that I could bring it into my classroom, how it would help my class become more student-oriented. Sometimes I would sit and figure out connections on my own. Sometimes I would hear from my colleagues, from the other fellows, what they were currently doing in their classrooms. More often than not, it was by sitting down with Judy in between sessions, talking over ideas with her, and being directed by her about the best practices for this particular technology in the classroom. A year later, I can say that I've incorporated a lot of what I learned over the year. Partially because I came in knowing so little, so the learning curve was high. Partially also, I think I gravitated towards the topics that resonated with me that I felt that I could use a lot more in the classroom. My recommendations for anybody doing this fellowship next year is to do that. Sometimes you can come in with a goal, you know exactly what you want to do in the classroom. That's not what I had. The thorny problem we were asked to develop in the beginning has no bearing at all on the work that I've been doing for most of the year. Rather, when I was presented with different ideas, working with them, trying them out. Some have worked, most have worked, some haven't, and I think I've learned why they haven't and would be willing to try them again. But I feel that at the end of the year, I certainly have a classroom that is more student-focused, student-engaged, where the students are able to give their voice, whether it's in the actual physical classroom when we're meeting or sometimes in a virtual classroom, and that becomes important as well. Since most of my day is spent with working with emerging teachers, I'm excited about the possibility that they'll be able to take some of what I have learned and introduce it to their students as well, so that the learning and the teaching will keep on going and going. It has definitely been a very positive experience for me. There was a lot of work I put into it in between sessions to make the different projects mine. There was also a feeling of what can I learn and how can I make it. My recommendation to anybody going forward with this fellowship is that the more effort you put into it, the more you're willing to try new ideas, the more you'll eventually take out of it.